Azad, as Justice Deepak Gupta was saying, that if you saw the as they say, chronology, if you saw the chronology, first the VHP, which is actually an accused in this case, is a party, files an FIR against these journalists. The Home Ministry then comes out with a statement saying these are fake reports, and all within 48 hours, then these young women are picked up. So, is it fair to just keep blaming the police when clearly there is some kind of pressure on them?
No, let me start with something else. You know, it is a norm for the last so many decades in the districts that in sensitive matters, first the veracity of the report has to be checked, as is being checked here. And secondly, on very, very sensitive matters, you do not touch upon. So in this case, they said even the burning down of mosques, etc., in our times was never mentioned. But anyway, it was mentioned and it is there in the FIR. But what is even more sensitive is the Quran.
Right.
Now the question is, we may go into the details and say, usko isne kaha tha, inka koi intention nahi tha, ye baat dusri. But to mention Quran itself is a highly sensitive thing in an inflammatory, environment. So I think these are students, this Jha, I just read about them, that they are students. Normally, a senior journalist would not have mentioned it. Now, there are ways to handle this situation that happens. I know the entire story. The VHP went on this procession spree after that, whatever happened in Bangladesh. And you see, that was the time definitely government should have come down hard, that in a situation like this, we don't allow all these processions, because this is a wrong thing to do.
So, by the way, I agree with you. I agree with you that I think that it could have been handled much more sensitively, when it comes to particularly, like you talk of the burning of holy books. I myself have covered riots in communal situations where you see things which you don't necessarily report. But having said that, even if you've gone ahead and reported it, the question is, as Justice Deepak Gupta was saying, does that still merit the extreme act of arrest? Right? There are ways in which you can try to tackle those situations.
See, but the mistake has been done from one side, and the mistake became a double jeopardy because the police did the same from the other side.
Right.
What technically, if you say the journalist did was correct, though it should not have been done. So, from the police side, if you see that technically, burning of Quran, I mean, if you write anywhere, it's going to create a, furor. And when we were in the districts, we were most sensitive about these things.
No, I agree with you. But also, Yasho, remember that the police has not charged them for they're saying it's fake news, that no such thing happened, not the fact that you've shown something sensitive and therefore we are punishing you. So that also is a bit of a area of legal ambiguity, but I take your wider point. But I take your wider point that one has to be very, very careful